This has reached to a new level. Okay, this has reached to a new level. I mean, she's obsessed, and this is getting out of control of her. We might see something crazy happening. Hopefully we would not, but you never know with this particular woman having such an obsession over Prince George. I do not know why she's doing that, but she's observing, monitoring, spying on him every step of the way. Let me actually break it down for you, and this one I want to share with you this piece. Before I do that, now subscribe. I share news and report that you normally would not find anywhere else. So again, consider subscribing and hit the like, follow our page. Meghan Markle has found herself roasted by critics once again in what appeared to be another copycat attempt to compete with the Wells family. RadarOnline.com can reveal the Diva Duchess 44 shared a photo of 7-year-old son Archie sitting in the cockpit of a commercial airliner just days after sister-in-law Kate Middleton, or Catherine they should say, also 44, and 13-year-old Prince George stole the spotlight during a royal aviation engagement where the future king in waiting was photographed inside the cockpit of a military jet. And this is the photo they were talking about. So you can see George is here inside of a jet that was used, a bomber actually, that was used during the World War I. And you can compare that with this one that Meghan published, and she was basically showing how George got into this. Archie got into this. So take a look at this one here, and he's also trying the same thing that George was trying to do, but of course he's just copying him. He's copying Prince George. This is unbelievable and very, very unhealthy because of what I said. Meghan Markle being Meghan Markle, and a narcissistic person would not let up following other people. They stalk others, and that's just how they roll. Now, Markle posted a 12 photo carousel on July 23rd, captioned summer holiday, that included family photos at the beach in Portugal, a cozy seaside lunch spot, and other scenic shots of their time in Europe. Again, coming from her very fast, right after the photo of Prince George was published, she could not wait any longer, had to fly to all the way to Europe. This is not normal. She had to, I mean, I will argue she flew to Europe, to Portugal, only for that photo to be posted right away. So this is a very sick level of obsession she has. Archie was seen sitting in the first officer seat in one of the snapshots that I just shared with you guys in what appeared to be a 747 aircraft as the flight crew gathered around him. The child had both hands on the control yoke while wearing a pilot's hat as the captain leaned over from his seat and appeared to give the youngster some instructional tips. If you want to make him a pilot, by all means do so. Your surrogate invisible child, you can do whatever you want, but why you copycat George? Well, it is not because you want to make your son, Archie, surrogate invisible child, a pilot. Rather, it is because you cannot handle this. You are so obsessed, you're so jealous that this is the guy who is getting all the spotlight. He's making headlines all around the world. You cannot handle this. Narcissistic person, when they're so jealous, they have to do something. And this is what she came up with. You know, this little guy doesn't have any idea what he's doing, most likely. And if you are really obsessed with piloting, maybe you should tell a little bit more about your husband's piloting career, Harry's piloting career, which was a complete failure and disaster. We knew he failed his written test. Harry failed his written test on multiple occasions. So maybe you should talk a little bit about the positive side of Harry being the pilot, but we never hear anything from her, anything about Harry's piloting career. And the reason for that is because he is a complete disaster. Harry was a complete failure, could never pass the exam. So now she has to obsess to make his, or her, I should say, her son a pilot. No, it doesn't make any sense. She knows most likely this son, Archie, will not be a pilot, but she cannot help herself. While many kids are fascinated by airplanes, critics pointed out that Middleton and her son were just as at England's Royal Air Force cunning spy for the UK's Armed Forces Day. Quote, learning about the extraordinary history of this aircraft and meeting the pilots and engineers who kept their legacy alive, the caption of an Instagram video posted to Prince and Princess of Wales' Instagram page read. It showed George seated in the cockpit of an older RAF fighter plane with pilots pointing out the features. He then walked the tall steps up to a modern-day fighter jet with yet another cockpit stop and tour, clearly thrilled, as both of his parents have mentioned George's love of aviation and pilot aspiration. If you take a look at this particular photo, does it look like he's excited? No, I don't think he looks like excited from obviously the back side of it, because his mother, or this surrogate mother, would not dare to show his face because she's too terrified of getting exposed. But even if you look at this photo from behind that she posted, Meghan, you don't see excitement in this little boy. But here he is learning and he's doing a lot of good things. He's learning and he is looking serious. And his mother didn't have any problem to share that moment because it was authentic. And then, of course, this is what royal commentators they're saying about the recent activities of Meghan Markle. Take a listen.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying is that they've got serious money worries. Harry has made those money worries a lot worse by spaffing it all on this stupid case against the Daily Mail. She's not happy with him. Couples,
but she's not made she's also got her own money woes with like what are they saying, $5 million worth of product just sitting in a warehouse that's not moving. I mean, that's on Meghan too for not having realistic expectations for the way As Ever was going to land. Also, terribly marketing As Ever. We've talked about just how terribly that was all.
Well, it is. She, Duchess of Dog Biscuit, never had any business acumen. She was never an expert. She did not know nothing about business. Whoever gave her this advice, hey, just run a business, was the dumbest person. I think she was the one. Her brain was the one telling her. And how she would make money from those businesses? Well, it is by using titles. It is by, doing some fake photo ops, and show her kids there, and hopefully people will notice of her product and they will buy it. That's pretty much what it was for the business plan. This is the business plan, and it never works. It did not work for her. It's just making her look like absolute miserable. Some comments here, guys. Thank you so much for your comments. Lizzie, I cannot see all of them, but